Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Hypovolemia with Arturio and Maris. So as you can see, I've been doing a little bit of Thaumcraft. Now some of this, there are a couple of quests that have problems with Thaumcraft. As I may have mentioned, this wand quest cannot be completed normally. There's some kind of bug that doesn't let it register. This one also doesn't register normally. So what you have to do is you have to go in creative mode and you have to give yourself a creative quest book. And with this creative quest book, since I'm not in creative, I can't use it. You open it like you would a normal quest book, and you can activate and deactivate quests that you have problems with. Now, supposedly they're working on these issues, and they will be fixed at some point, but I don't know how soon that is. So in the short term, if you can't wait, that is an alternative. Basically what you do is in the creative quest book, you shift right click on the quest that you want to activate and deactivate, and then once you do that, you go to your regular quest book, and then you go to that quest, and then you can complete it. So these wand quests, that seems to be the only way to solve them. Once you've done these two, the rest of them seem to work so far. As far as I've been able to tell, they all seem to work. Now, as quest rewards, this one will give you 1 aura node, and then I think each of these ones will give you 5. And then there's another quest that gives you 1 more. Yeah, this node stabilizer will give you 1 more aura node. And that may be it. Now, what's significant about that is aura nodes don't appear in the world. They are not part of world generation. I don't know if that's intended or if that was a bug that they're going to fix. But you have to be very, very careful. Yeah, it looks like it's just those seven nodes. Yep, just those 7. Now the problem is when you get those creative nodes and you place them, you are going to get a purely random node. So you could get a fading node, you could get a bright node, you could get a normal node, you could get a sinister node, you could get a hungry node. And a hungry node in the middle of your base would be very, very bad. I actually had that. I created a hungry node over here, and fortunately I was able to break it very, very quickly before it destroyed much. And then I gave myself 1 more node to make up for that. What I've done here is, this is similar to what I did in regrowth. This is a node bullying chamber. And the way this works is when you have 2 nodes that are near each other, one node will bully the other one. And what that is there will be a little discharge of lightning, and one node will grab aspects from the other node. And the way it works is the node that has more aspects will pull aspects from the weaker one. And there's a couple of other little gotchas that I want to show. Let me get this here. Like this one, when it started, I think this was closer to like 85 tera. And this one, it had 95 tera, or actually 94 tera, and that's all it had. So it's been stealing aspects from the other nodes that are nearby. Now the beauty of this chamber is there's a maximum distance that they'll bully. And by creating this chamber 7 by 7 by 7, and by putting the weaker nodes, or what you hope will be the weaker nodes, in the corners here, and then in the very center of the room, you put the node that you want to be the one that's going to grow. These ones are all too far apart from each other to bully each other. But this one is just close enough to all of them in the corners that it can bully them. Now, where it gets a little tricky, if this is not the strongest node in the room, then this one is going to get bullied by the one in the corner that is the strongest, and this one's going to slowly diminish. Now, there are ways that you can do something about that. Let me see which one would be. Yeah, that's yeah, this is the one that I did earlier. This is called a cardboard box. And let me show you how to make this real quick. There's two ways to make it. You can make a precision sawmill and get sawdust. Okay, let's try that again. Cardboard box. You can get sawdust from a precision sawmill just by putting any kind of wood in there. You'll get it as a byproduct. And you can take 4 of them and combine them to make a cardboard box. Or you can just take 5 pieces of paper and make a cardboard box. Now, these are actually kind of cool. What they're for, shift right click on anything. Oh, that's not going to work. Maybe just right click. And then you can break it. Now I can move that. And then shift right click. And now I've moved that chest. Where'd my cardboard box go? Oh, did it? Oh, there it is. Okay. So that chest and all of its contents just got moved. So that is going to make my life much, much easier when I start moving all of these chests around. Okay. But what you can also do with it is you can use it on aura nodes. If you use it on an aura node that's trapped in a log, it'll move the log and that's a pure node. That would have been nice if that could have been my center one, but it was too weak. The nodes you're going to get out of silverwood logs are going to be relatively weak nodes. They're not going to have a whole lot of aspects to them, so it's unlikely that you're going to get anything out of them. The other thing is, I don't think if they're trapped in a log, I don't think they can bully each other, so this may be a waste right here. But nodes that are in the wild like this, if you take your aura node, or I'm sorry, your cardboard box and use it on your aura node, you'll see it says it has an aura node on there. And it says metadata is 0, so there's no metadata. And then you replace it in the world and shift right click, you get a node with completely different stats. You see that? This one over here had like 4 different aspects, and it had one of them I'm not familiar with. I think it was Ex Animus or something like that. The one that has like a sleepy face on it. So now it just got Terra and Ordo. So the nodes that you get for your quests, if by some chance, if you don't get one of each nodes, you can use this cardboard box to re-randomize a node and maybe fix that problem. Let me see if I can... Oh, shoot, wasn't close enough. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Now, that's a strange little bug. Now, where did I had a whole stack of dirt. Where did that whole stack of dirt go? And now that... Now my cardboard box is probably out here. Yep, it is. And somehow it ate that entire stack of dirt I had. That's a little frustrating. Oh, there's the stack of dirt back. Okay. All right, let me close this back up. So that's something you can do to solve your Thaumcraft issues. Hopefully they'll work out the wand thing fairly quickly, and maybe they'll reactivate node generation in the world. If they decide that that's how they want it to be, then you can use this method to kind of help yourself. Now, if you do place one and you do get a hungry node, you can break it very quickly, which is what I did. Or if you have a cardboard box on you, you can you can grab it with the cardboard box really quick, hopefully before you get sucked into it and killed. And then replace it and maybe randomize it and get something other than a hungry node. Okay, so I'm going to take this one out here and I'm going to place it somewhere. But you can see now it says Greatwood log and it's got metadata too. That means it actually has information about the ore node and what aspects it should have. If you may have to roll the video back, but these are the same exact aspects that it had when it was in the other place. Okay, one other thing that I'd like to try, I was having problems with this earlier, teleposer. I'll need 4 of these, which means I need 4 ender pearls. And I think I have ender pearls up here. And I need a little bit of gold. What else? I need 12 gold. And I'll actually need another 4 ender pearls, which means I need to make 1 more. Okay. Let's put that away for the moment. Now I'm going to have to watch this because I think if I leave them in here, they'll turn into different kind of teleposers, and I don't want that. Yeah, it'd be great if they could fix the alter bugs too so that they properly display what's in them and what's not in them. Okay, so let's make 1 more ender pearl. And then that'll give 2 teleposers. And then the teleposition focus, we need those 2. I need 2 levers. Let me see if I have any sticks. Oh, there's a lever. I think I need 1 more. Do I have any other sticks or any other cobblestone? I think there's cobblestone here somewhere. Ah, a stick. And no cobblestone, so let me make some cobblestone very, very quickly. Just need the 1. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 1 teleposer here, and I'm going to put another teleposer over here. And I'm going to take 1 of them. Now, do I have to tie these to myself? They're bound to Arturio Ramirez cord 000. Yep, okay, do not do that. Do not tie them to yourself. I think that was the problem that I was having earlier, and I think I've now ruined these. Oh, okay. So that one This one is tied to the other teleposer. So now we take it out of here and we put it there. Now this one, we right click, and now this one is tied to that one. And here's what we'll do. We'll put one block there, and we'll put glowstone there. Now, what should happen, if you look at these teleposers and look at these teleposition focus, there's multiple ones. I made the basic one, which is just an ender pearl in the blood altar. If you leave it in there, it turns into an enhanced. You leave it, or you combine an enhanced with a weak blood shard, you get a reinforced. And this one is, I believe, a demon blood shard. Yeah, with the demon blood shard, you get a demonic teleposition focus. Now, every time you do this, the range of these gets bigger and bigger. The basic one will only teleport one block that is directly above the teleposer. So what we've done, the teleposition focus inside here is linked with the location of this teleposer. The teleposition focus of here is linked to that location. So you have to link them to each one, and then you have to swap them. So now if I hit this switch, what should happen is the glowstone and this red rock should change position if I've done this correctly. There you go. All right, and then also you should be able to do it from this one too. Now, in theory, you should be able to move your nodes this way too. But I don't want to use it on any of my nodes in here because I don't want to mess this up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into creative for a moment, and I'm going to grab a node, and I'm going to see if I can move it this way. This may not work. Okay, so bear with me for a second. Okay, one aura node. So I'm going to put it right there. I'm going to get rid of that because I don't want that. And I'm going to switch back. Okay, now we're going to see if this still works. It does. Okay, if you set it up properly, you can use this to move your aura nodes. This is how I moved the skeleton spawner that's inside my spawn structure here. So that's 33 Ordo and 40 Terra. Let's see if it stays when you move it. It does. Okay, that's very, very good news. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to break that. I think I'm going to break it. There we go. And then I'm going to get rid of the aspects that it dropped. I'm just going to throw them into lava. Oh, where'd my lava pit go? I keep redesigning the base a little bit here and there. Okay, what else have I done? I actually have been messing around with Thaumcraft, and I've been doing Thaumcraft research, and I've done an awful lot of it. It's very, very tedious. It takes a very long time, and I make use of a website that basically gives you hints on how to do this. So most of these I've done. I haven't done all of the golem ones yet. I'm trying not to do any one that gives warps. I'm trying not to do any of the forbidden knowledge ones. All right, let's try this tallow one. So, okay, I didn't think I clicked on that one, but that's okay. So the way this works is you go in here and you pick something that's flashing that you want to research. You right click on it and it'll put one of these notes in here. So this is the note for the tallow golem. You pop it in here, and this little mini game, you have to figure out a way to connect each one of these. And it's a pain to do. So I normally make use of a little helper app to figure out how to do it. So I'm gonna go to that website and I'm gonna note this information, and I will come back when I have the solution to this. So I'll be back in just a minute. Oh, okay, and I'm back. So I've gone and I've looked up the ways to connect these with what I hope is the minimum number that it would take. So this is permutado, and to get permutado to precontatio in 2 steps, you need ordo and you need potentia. And now these 4 are linked. And then to go from precontatio to corpus in 3 steps, you need vacuos, you need perditio, you need mortis, and now all these are linked. Now corpus, you need mortis, okay, that's decidia. I don't think you hardly ever use that. Where's ex animus? Ex animus. Okay, now all these are linked, so now I just have to do these last 3. And these may be a problem because I'm out of some of these aspects. Okay, the middle one is air. And then I need census, which, okay, good, I do have census. So the last thing I need is volatus, which I think, I do have 1 volatus left, or 2 volatus left. Okay, so all these are linked, and now you get that, and you basically put it in your hand, right click on it, and now you have that research in your Thaumonomicon. So now it'll tell me what it takes for me to make these items. So what it's saying here is I need the magic tallow, and to make the magic tallow I basically throw rotten flesh in the crucible with 2 precontatio. And my crucible's over here, it's already got water in it. File. I need some clay and some glass to make a file. So I'm probably, let's just make a few of those real quick. Oh, my pick has auto smelt on it. Lovely. So I'll have to punch this. There we go, clay. All right, I have to make some sand. And then the sand I have to make into sandstone. That should have given me 2 of those, shouldn't it? Okay, oh, all right, no, not doesn't. Oh wait, no, that's enough, because this will, okay. Throw the sandstone in there, and it becomes glass almost instantly. And now I can use this to make at least 8 files. Wolves. Now that I have grass, they will spawn in 4s. Okay, so earlier I used my arcane alembic to break down some of the silverwood, and silverwood breaks down into arbor, precontatio, and ordo. And silverwood is the only thing that I've found that really has precontatio in it. So now what I'm going to do is I take that warded jar of precontatio, and I take these files so now I have 8 files that all contain 8 each of precontatio. I can break that jar and I can put it away. Oh, look, I already had some files. I forgot I made those. All right, I need some flesh, some rotten flesh. There's some. Now, in order not to get the purple slime out of here, I have to do a little bit of math and figure out exactly how to do this. Okay, so the tallow golems, or what I'm actually trying to make is tallow. So for every rotten flesh, I need 2 precontatio. Now, the minimum I can throw in there is 8. So that'll give me 8, and it takes 2, so I throw the precontatio in there, and then I throw the rotten flesh in there. And I got 4 magic tallow. And it also used up a little bit of my water, so I'll have to add more water to that. Or I could hook up a pump, or, you know, there's a lot of different things I could do. So that is kind of the basics of how you do some of the simpler things in Thaumcraft. Like one of the things that I need to do is I need to make some thaumium. And thaumium is, where is thaumium? Thaumium's right here. So thaumium takes 4 precontatio and 1 iron ingot to make one, I need a bucket. I've got buckets somewhere, but I don't want to have to go looking for them at the moment. And that I can shut down because I don't need to use up my life network. Okay. So you put water in there, wait for it to boil. Now this time, if I throw 1 file in there, I can only make 2 thaumium, I think. Let's see. Yep. So throw that in there, and then throw 2 iron in there, and I get 2 thaumium. Now you can throw more than 1 at a time. Like I could throw 2 files and 4 iron. But if you don't time it just right, you can screw up and start making other stuff. And yeah, okay, don't stand on the crucible. All right, that's full. Let's make a little more. Yeah, I don't want to dig through all the chests. Somewhere I've got some thaumium that I got from exploring in the world in abandoned mine shafts. I found a couple, and then there was a quest that gave a few pieces of thaumium as a quest reward. But I don't feel like digging around for it. So what I'm going to try to do, I'm going to try to do 4 of these at once and see if I can do that without causing problems. Okay, cool. So let's get really fancy. Okay. I'll just add some water to that, fill that back up. And the reason I wanted to do that is now that I have this thaumium, that's a thaumium chest plate. I don't want to make a thaumium helmet because I've got goggles of revealing. Or, well, okay, I've already made this, the sanguine helmet. You take a goggle of revealing and you do what I'm about to do with it. Oh man, it's got durability loss. That stinks. There appears to be a zombie in my killing area. We shall leave him for now. All right, let's go do this. This is going to be a long episode. Weak activation crystal. Forgot my weak activation crystal. And I need to see if there's any life in the network. Yeah, okay, there's plenty of life in the network. Okay, weak activation crystal. And we'll get out to my ritual of binding out here. Okay, now we wait a minute and hopefully, there we go. Sanguine robes. Okay, so let's make sure I get rewarded for this. No, that's not the right book. I need the quest book. Okay, nope, not that. This one. Okay, so that's 2, and I'm going to do the boots, and then I'll do the leggings later off camera. Because I've got more Thaumcraft somewhere, or more Thaumium somewhere. Okay, activating the ritual. Nope, oh. Nope, 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 nope. That kind of sucks. These are taking damage. Okay, so as you do the rituals, don't stay near there. Or, I'm sorry, take those pieces off while you do the ritual, otherwise they're going to take damage. None of these are activated, okay. Alright, so I think that's going to do it for today. I hope you've liked the episode. If you have, please leave a like on it. If you haven't subscribed, it would be awesome if you would subscribe. And if you have any questions or comments, leave them on YouTube and I'll answer them. This is Arturio signing out.